Ladies and gentlemen, life is a journey filled with both light and shadow, with people who walk alongside us for a season or a lifetime. Yet, not everyone who smiles at you or speaks kindly has a heart aligned with your good. There are those whose intentions are hidden, whose loyalty is fragile, and whose presence may bring more harm than harmony. But take heart, for in the quiet wisdom of God, the truth is never hidden for long. In moments of challenge, in times of trial, in situations that test your patience and resilience, the masks fall away. What once seemed trustworthy may reveal its cracks, and what was disguised as friendship may show its true colors. This is not to punish, but to protect. This is not to hurt, but to guide. God, in His infinite wisdom, unfolds the reality of our relationships so that we may rise with clarity, strength, and discernment. It is through these revelations that we learn who truly stands beside us and who drifts away with the tide. And when the deception is unveiled, we are given a choice, not to harbor anger, but to embrace understanding, to grow stronger, and to move forward with courage. Today, I invite you to open your hearts, to witness the unveiling of truth, and to recognize the divine hand that leads you through every encounter, teaching you, shaping you, and preparing you for a life surrounded by genuine souls and guided by eternal wisdom. Life has a way of teaching us lessons in the most unexpected ways. Often we meet people who appear to be kind, loyal, and trustworthy. They smile with sincerity, speak words of encouragement, and make promises that seem heartfelt. Yet appearances can be deceiving. It is only through the unfolding of time, through the experiences that life presents, that the true nature of these individuals is revealed. God, in His infinite wisdom, allows us to witness these truths slowly, carefully, so that we may understand and grow from them. What seems hidden today, deception, selfishness, or false friendship, will inevitably come to light tomorrow. Challenges, hardships, and unexpected circumstances act as mirrors, reflecting the reality of who stands with us and who drifts away. Those who are genuine remain steadfast, offering support and kindness without expectation. Those who are false reveal themselves through their absence, their indifference, or their betrayal when the situation demands loyalty and courage. This process is not meant to punish us, nor is it a reflection of our weakness. Rather, it is a divine mechanism designed to protect our hearts, to guide our steps, and to align us with people whose presence in our lives is truly meaningful. The patience to wait, to observe, and to discern is a gift, for it allows us to navigate life with clarity. We learn that not every smile hides warmth, not every word carries truth, and not every hand extended is meant to lift us up. Yet, we also learn that God's timing is perfect. When He reveals the reality of someone's intentions, it is not in anger or malice, but with a purpose, to teach us discernment, to strengthen our judgment, and to ensure that we are surrounded by those whose hearts are genuine. In this revelation, there is freedom. Freedom from illusions, freedom from misplaced trust, and freedom from relationships that drain rather than nourish. And as we move forward, we carry with us the wisdom gained from these experiences. We grow more resilient, more discerning, and more attuned to the subtle signs that distinguish sincerity from deceit. Life's trials are not mere obstacles. They are divine lessons, each one sculpting our understanding of human nature and divine guidance. So when God unveils the true character of those around us, we must receive it with gratitude, not bitterness. We must embrace the clarity it brings and allow it to shape the way we choose our companions, the way we nurture our relationships, and the way we continue our journey toward a life of purpose, integrity, and authentic connection. In every revelation, there is a lesson, a shield, and a path forward illuminated by truth. Life often presents us with challenges that seem unfair, moments that shake our foundations and test our strength. Yet it is precisely in these times of trial that the true nature of the people around us begins to reveal itself. Difficulties are not merely obstacles to endure. They are opportunities carefully orchestrated by God to illuminate the hearts and intentions of those who walk beside us. When life is smooth and the sun shines bright, anyone can appear supportive and loyal. But when storms arrive, when circumstances become difficult, and when our patience, resilience, and courage are tested, the true character of those around us is exposed. Some will rise to the occasion, offering genuine support, encouragement, and solidarity. They will stand by our side, not out of obligation, but out of sincerity. They will be present in ways that require sacrifice, empathy, and loyalty. Others, however, will drift away. Their absence will speak louder than words, their indifference more revealing than any confession. These moments of challenge serve as divine clarity, showing us who truly values us and who was never invested in our journey to begin with. It is essential to understand that these revelations are not punishments or signs of misfortune. On the contrary, they are blessings in disguise. They protect us from deeper hurt and guide us toward relationships that nurture, strengthen, and uplift. Life's trials are a mirror, reflecting the genuine intentions of those we call friends, company, leagues, or even family. When we face difficulties, the pretenses fall away, and the masks that people wear crumble, exposing the truth that might otherwise remain hidden. This process teaches us discernment and strengthens our own character. We learn patience, resilience, and the wisdom to recognize who truly belongs in our circle. Moreover, these tests encourage us to rely not solely on human loyalty, but on the guidance of God. In every challenge, there is a lesson carefully placed to prepare us for the next stage of our journey. By observing how others respond under pressure, we gain insight into their hearts, their values, and their priorities. The trials we face are not meant to embitter us or make us distrustful. Rather, they are meant to cultivate discernment, gratitude, and deeper understanding. They remind us that life is not measured only by comfort and ease, but by the strength of character displayed when the path is difficult. So when hardships arrive, we must welcome them with courage, knowing that they illuminate the truth about those around us. We must embrace the lessons they bring, learn from the revelations, and allow these experiences to shape the way we choose our companions and invest our trust. In every challenge lies the power to unveil authenticity, the clarity to see intentions, and the wisdom to build a life surrounded by people who are genuine, loyal, and unwavering in their support. Life's trials are not just tests, they are the divine revealing of truth. Life teaches us patience in ways that are both subtle and profound. Often when we encounter challenges or notice inconsistencies in the people around us, our first instinct is to judge, to make assumptions, or to act out of fear and frustration. Yet true wisdom lies in restraint, in trusting that God's timing is perfect. There is a divine order to the unfolding of events, and what may appear hidden or confusing today will be revealed in its own time. God does not delay out of negligence. He guides with precision, ensuring that the truth comes to light in a way that protects our hearts and preserves our dignity. When we rush to judgment, we risk misunderstanding, we risk hurting ourselves and others unnecessarily, and we risk clouding the clarity that only time can provide. It is in the waiting that God works most profoundly. Through the challenges we face, the trials that test our patience, and the moments that push us to our limits. He orchestrates situations that gradually expose reality. The intentions of those around us, whether genuine or deceitful, are unveiled not through our forceful probing, but through the natural course of life. Those who are false reveal themselves through their actions. When circumstances become difficult, when loyalty is tested, or when promises are strained, those who are true shine in quiet, steadfast support, offering encouragement without expectation or condition. By trusting God's wisdom, we allow these truths to emerge naturally, without the distortion of our impatience or fear. This trust is not passive. It is an active, courageous stance, a commitment to align our hearts with divine timing rather than human impulses. It is choosing faith over doubt, patience over reaction, and discernment over assumption. In this way, we protect ourselves from unnecessary pain. We preserve the integrity of our relationships, and we allow our journey to unfold as it should. God's wisdom is both a shield and a guide. It shields us from hasty decisions that might lead to regret, and it guides us toward the people, opportunities, and experiences that are truly meant for us. When deception is revealed in the fullness of God's timing, it arrives in a way that is clear, undeniable, and often liberating. We see the truth not through conflict or confrontation, but through clarity and understanding. We learn who is genuinely aligned with our journey and who is not, and we gain the insight necessary to move forward with confidence, discernment, and grace. So, in every situation of uncertainty, in every moment when trust seems fragile, remember to lean on God's timing. Do not rush to conclusions, do not assume motives, and do not act out of fear. The divine reveals truth in the right moment, protecting your heart, guiding your path, and allowing you to walk forward with the wisdom, peace, and clarity that only faith can provide. Patience with God's timing is not merely a virtue. It is the pathway to understanding, safety, and ultimate freedom. Life often tests us in ways we do not expect. There are moments when circumstances seem to conspire against us, when confusion clouds our judgment, and when the actions of others leave us questioning their intentions. In such moments, it is easy to focus on the chaos around us, to react to the noise and distraction, and to allow ourselves to be swayed by the behavior of others. Yet the true measure of a person is not found in the circumstances they face, nor in the actions of those around them, but in the strength of their own character. Character is the compass that guides us through uncertainty, the foundation that keeps us steady when storms arise. It is the integrity we uphold, the values we honor, and the principles we refuse to compromise even when tested. Fake people thrive on confusion, distraction, and the missteps of those who allow external circumstances to dictate their behavior. They take advantage of uncertainty, sow doubt, and manipulate situations to serve their own interests. But character is a shield against such influence. When we commit ourselves to living with honesty, humility, and unwavering integrity, we create an inner strength that cannot be shaken by deceit or betrayal. Our values act as a beacon, attracting those who are genuine and repelling those whose intentions are false. By focusing on who we are rather than on the chaos around us, we rise above the distractions, the drama, and the deceit that can cloud our lives. To strengthen character is to embrace self-awareness, to understand our own principles, and to consistently act in alignment with them. It is to choose courage over fear, patience over anger, and wisdom over impulse. It is not always the easiest path, for the world often rewards shortcuts and cunning. Yet, the path of integrity leads to lasting fulfillment, trust, and meaningful relationships. Those who walk this path naturally draw to themselves people of authenticity, people who honor truth, loyalty, and compassion. Conversely, those who seek only to manipulate, deceive, or exploit find no foothold, for their influence cannot penetrate a heart guided by principle. Life will continue to present challenges and difficult people, and circumstances will rarely be ideal. But if we anchor ourselves in strong character, we gain clarity, resilience, and purpose. We learn to discern true friends from pretenders, allies from opportunists, and love from pretense. In focusing on character rather than circumstance, we cultivate a life of strength, wisdom, and genuine connection. It is a life that cannot be shaken by deception, a life that attracts the right people, and a life that fulfills the highest calling of our spirit. Life has a way of teaching us lessons that are often difficult to accept, especially when the truth about those around us comes to light. We may discover that someone we trusted, someone we believed to be loyal, was not as genuine as we thought. The pain of betrayal, the sting of deception can feel overwhelming in the moment. Yet, it is precisely in these moments that we are offered an opportunity for growth, a chance to rise above resentment and to cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world. Forgiveness is not about excusing the wrong or pretending that hurt did not occur. It is about liberating ourselves from the heavy burden of anger and bitterness so that we can move forward with clarity and peace. When we choose to forgive, we are not giving power to those who have wronged us. Rather, we are reclaiming our own power. We are asserting that our happiness, our inner peace, and our ability to thrive will not be dictated by the mistakes or deceit of others. Forgiveness allows us to transform pain into wisdom, to turn moments of betrayal into lessons that strengthen our character and our resilience. Each experience of deception becomes a stepping stone, guiding us toward greater discernment, deeper empathy, and a more profound understanding of human nature. Growth often requires introspection. When deception is revealed, we have the chance to reflect on the choices we made, the trust we extended, and the lessons we can carry forward. This reflection is not a path toward self-blame, but a path toward self-awareness. It teaches us where our boundaries lie, how to recognize authenticity, and how to align ourselves with people whose values resonate with our own. Through forgiveness, we transform pain into insight, turning what could have been a source of bitterness into a foundation for wisdom and personal development. Furthermore, responding with grace sets an example for others. It demonstrates strength, maturity, and the capacity to rise above negativity. It communicates that we are committed not to revenge or resentment, but to living a life guided by integrity, compassion, and understanding. Each act of forgiveness is an affirmation that we will not allow the failures of others to define our journey, but will instead use them as opportunities to cultivate resilience, patience, and hope. Ultimately, forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves. It frees us from the weight of the past and opens our hearts to the possibilities of the future. By choosing forgiveness, we allow God's wisdom to guide us. We embrace the lessons of experience and we grow into stronger, wiser, and more compassionate individuals. Life will continue to test us, but when we respond with grace, we transform challenges into catalysts for personal evolution, inner peace, and the fulfillment of our highest potential.